hope that the Senate does the reasonable thing today by supporting this motion. Anyone who pays attention to the news or spends any time on social media has to acknowledge that there has been a rise in anti-white racism and a rise in attacks on the very ideals of Western civilisation. I would also hope the Senate does the right thing and acknowledges it is indeed okay to be white. Such a simple sentence should go without saying, but I suspect many members in this place would struggle to say it. People have a right to be proud of their cultural background, whether they are black, white or brindle. If we cannot agree on this, I think it's safe to say any white racism is well and truly rife in our society.
Oh, wow. Senator Hinch.
Mr President, I seek leave to make a short statement.
Is leave granted? Leave is granted for 1 minute, Senator
Thank you,
Hinch.
Madam Deputy President. With the federal election looming, I'm starting to think that Senator Hanson and her former colleague Senator Anning are now locked in a race to see who can be the biggest, the loudest racist bigot in their contest to see who can get to the bottom of the sewer first. That's what this obscene motion is all about. It could have been written on a piece of toilet paper, which reminds me of that old story about a toilet cleaner. People were nicknamed Harpic because they were clean around the bend. There's a more sinister thing behind this latest stunt by Senator Hanson. She's using this chamber as a conduit for her headline-grabbing stunts. And just remember the burqa. Senator Hanson knew or knows that this motion will not pass, so she even preempted the Senate during the last session when this didn't get up. Senator Hanson tweeted a very clever line, dreamed up by, I imagine, her giggling cohorts in the back room, her line about it's okay to be white, and then went public with it before most of the senators in this chamber had even heard about it. She tweeted it and went on Sky that night and published it before it was even tabled here in the Senate. And I would say this sort of racism is not only wrong, it could be dangerous and it demeans this august chamber.
The time has expired. Senator Anning.
Thank you, Madam Acting Deputy President. After I delivered my maiden speech—
Senator Anning, what are you seeking to do?
Oh, sorry. Seek leave to make a short statement.
Is leave granted? Leave hasn't been granted, Senator Anning.
That'd be right. Thanks.
Senator Ruston.
I seek leave to make a very short statement.
Is leave granted? Leave is not granted. Sorry, Senator Ruston. So the question is that the beg your pardon, Senator Di Natale.
I seek leave to make a short statement.
Is leave granted? Leave is not granted, Senator Di Natale.
Sorry?
I think both the government and the opposition denied leave. Oh, okay.
So
I'll put the question again.
No, I'm just interested because I didn't hear anyone actually object.
Okay, so I'll put the question again. Is leave granted?
Thank you.
So, okay. 1 minute.
Thank you,
Senator
Madam Deputy President. Well, it's not just okay to be white in Australia, it's actually a ticket to winning the lotto. It's a ticket to winning the lotto. Just look around this chamber, see how many faces you see that aren't white. Have a look in the privileged positions of Australian society, people who occupy the seats of the rich and powerful. How many of them are not white? Last time I checked, it's the privileged white Anglo community that are the ones occupying the seats of influence. Look, the reality is this "it's okay to be white" slogan has got a long history in the white supremacist movement, where both these clowns get most of their material from. You know what it's not okay to be in this country? It's not okay to be Aboriginal because you're more likely to die younger, to be locked up. It's not okay to be an African person because you're more likely to experience racism. It's not okay to be a Muslim because you're more subject to
Senator Di Natale, please resume your seat. Senator Hanson.
Point of order. I object to being referred to in that regard about these people on the other side, that where we get our information from.
Senator Hanson, there's no point of order. Thank you. Senator Di Natale, please resume.
Look, the reality is this does nothing other than foster more division and hatred in our community because it's got no place in the Australian Parliament.
Senator Ruston.
I seek leave to make a very short statement.
Is leave granted?
I only want one.
30 seconds is granted.
The government condemns all forms of racism.
Thank you. So the question is that the general business notice of motion number 1092, standing in the name of Senator Hanson, be agreed to. Those of that opinion say aye. Against? No. I believe the noes have it. Division required? I'll put it again. The question is that Senator Hanson's motion number 1092 be agreed to. Those of that opinion say aye. Against? I believe the noes have it.